Let's make sure that looks good. God damn, that looks so fuzzy. Here, let me see if I can make that look a little better. Whatever. It's not that big a deal. All right, sorry guys. Looks like my camera's gonna look like shit today. Yeah, this is gonna be a really valuable video for those of you guys who have been thinking about this or been seeing different videos about this kind of subject. It's kind of the cool thing, the vogue thing to say that pickup is dead. It's not. It's just a type of video that gets a lot of views from these guys, and I've seen a lot of my friends make these videos. It's just currently it's playing off the idea that of fear or of needing to preserve your energy. As a human, you don't want to be investing energy into things that you think are not going to help you out. Actually might be here. One sec. Or actually, screw it. We're not even going to worry about that. Yeah, so I'm out traveling right now. I'm off on a boot camp in San Diego. And then I'm back to Las Vegas, and then I'm going to go to New York City. So if anybody wants to jump on the New York City boot camp, that's going to be next weekend. Yeah, I'm also going to be filling up a spot for the 6 months of coaching calls. So it's one coaching call weekly. It's going to be the last time I do this because I am probably going to, one, raise the price, and two, I'm going to turn to a group thing. And then I'm probably going to modify the program so that it can help out a group of people as opposed to a singular individual. But if you want to do one-on-one coaching with me once a week for about 6 months straight, it is a very unique system that I'm trying out here. It's something that encompasses all styles of game, along with any forms that are going to help you out with women, including your life, dating apps, social circle, your cold approach pickup, obviously, because that's the part that I'm really good at, is cold approach pickup. And also, to be fair, if you're watching this video, I am very biased. I've been doing it for a very long time. I'm very good at cold approach pickup. So, of course, I'm going to be the guy that says cold approach pickup is extremely valuable. However, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Let me explain why. So, in regards to cold approach pickup, and honestly, the dating scene in general with women, we are competing constantly with each other. We're competing constantly for women, and women are setting the bar, but we're the ones that are creating the, all right, yes, women are setting the bars, but it's not so much them setting the bar as it is us. If one of us rises to the top and becomes a badass, guess what? Now everybody else is going to be fighting to become valuable himself. We're constantly competing with each other, and you want to play smart, not harder. You want to be very intelligent with the way that you invest in yourself, because you are competing against so many other guys. And if you compete in the same field that they are, guess what? It's it's going to be a lot harder for you to actually get to that upper tier. The game is honestly what it is women look for value. They go for the guys of value. Attraction is value. They're synonymous. If you're a valuable individual, girls are going to find you attractive, whether it's pre-selection, leader of men, whether it's you moving and speaking in a certain way, whether it's you having some kind of system set up, whether it's just like your pure confidence. These things all indicate status and value. Women go for status, and you can show status in so many different ways. You can show status by, again, the way you speak, the things you have. The things you have is not so much it, I would say, but yeah, leader of men, chased by women. If you go to a club, you do what I call popular guy game, where everybody starts fawning over you. A lot of you guys who've been on my boot camps in the past like 3 months can remember me going to a club and doing this and showing you guys how to do this. And that's me leaving the club being the popular kid. It's a very powerful strategy to pick up girls from a club. Knowing how to pin guys against each other, knowing how to make friends with the bouncers, with the people, the DJs, knowing how to make allies with all the guys at the tables, with women that you don't find attractive, maybe mixed sets, couples, and then you leave the club with everybody high-fiving you, saying that they want to grab your Instagram, things like this. It makes you look so boss when you leave a club in this way. Now, we are setting the bar as men, and you want to invest in things that are going to get you the most amount of outcome with the least amount of energy invested. So I always go to the 4 pillars: cold approach pickup, social circle, dating apps / Instagram, stuff like that. And then lastly is life, your purpose, your body, the things that basically society says you should invest in to get better with women. Invest in those things. Now, here's the thing. Out of all 4 of those things, which ones are the ones that society in general are investing the most in? They're investing in social circle, they're investing in dating apps, and investing in their life. But the 4th one is game, is your charisma. No guys are investing in it because it's terrifying to do. It's very scary for most people to do. If you're one of those guys that goes out there and works on your social skills and your charisma, you're competing in something that's going to make you so much better. Hey, Torsha, how's it going? You're competing in something so much better in such a way to where no other guys are in your arena fighting for the charisma, fighting for your ability to speak, fighting for your ability to give people eye contact, to when you're on the date, making friends with the waiter, when you're hanging out with a girl's friends, you know how to be suave, funny, free flowing. You are not in your head, you're not overthinking it, and you're coming across as a charismatic, fun, free flowing guy. That's what you're fighting for. And most guys are not doing this. Every guy's starving themselves. They're all hiding behind their computers or laptops. They're not actually giving anybody eye contact. And now all of a sudden they have to go on a date through a dating app. And the girl's like, oh my God, this guy looks cool. She meets up with the guy in person. And guess what? The guy's a fucking pussy. The guy's weird. The guy's creepy. The guy's this. The guy's that. The guy doesn't know how to have a communication. The guy doesn't know how to be fun or even be free of outcome. It's absolutely fucking insane. So by investing in this one thing, you're immediately putting yourself so far beyond the other guys with a lot less investment. If you're willing to put yourself through the pain and the fear of deciding to go and approach a stranger, if you get really good at it, you are going to grow so much faster with so much less time invested. This right here by itself levels the playing field so vastly, so succinctly. It's honestly a cheat code. You don't even want to necessarily even go out to go pick up girls. The number one thing, the reason you should go out is to mostly work on your charisma and your social skills. Yes, going out, yeah, you can go home with a girl if you go out. That's a lot of fucking fun, and it will happen. But the ultimate goal behind going out is to work on your charisma, is to work on your social skills, give people eye contact, knowing how to speak in a charismatic way. If you know how to do that, if you know how to speak in a charismatic way, women will find you tenfold more attractive. That's just the way it is. It's essential. It's funny that so many guys are like, we're quitting the game now. The game doesn't exist anymore. You're gonna stop like making friends. You're gonna stop like trying to work on your social skills. You're just gonna give up on all that. That's so stupid. But hey, I'll put it this way: that gives us so much more of an advantage because everybody's so afraid of giving each other eye contact nowadays because we're all hiding behind our phones. Everybody's hiding behind their phones and they're all self-lying. They're hiding behind their phones and they're self-lying. Because now most people are being so antisocial towards each other because now it's weird to go say hi to a stranger. As a social creature, it's unhealthy. And now everybody's going to start self-lying because now it's scary because you have been spending so long not approaching people. Action feeds ego. You spend a lot of time not saying hi to people. And guess what? I'm not that person who's going to go say hi to people because that's weird, because that's strange. We're social fucking creatures. This used to be so normal back in the 60s and 50s. People used to always go say hi to strangers. It was just fucking normal. But now because we have all these laptops and screens, so many people, it's so much easier to stay inside, hide behind your computer, get all the validation you want and all the shit you want, and just hide. But at the same time, too, nobody would think twice about hitting the gym, even though it's so healthy for you. Being social is just as healthy for you as hitting the gym. You're going to die young if you don't get yourself out there and get social. This is not just simply you like being better with women. You are going to die young. You're going to get stressed out. You're honestly going to kill yourself with stress. There's humans are not made to live on an island. We're not made to not be social. We're made to be in a tribe. And if your tribe's always on the internet, you're not talking to people face to face. It surprises me how many guys come to me on a boot camp and they don't have any friends. They have like maybe 2 friends, 3 friends. The girls don't want to go for a guy that has no fucking friends. She wants to go for the popular kid. Like she wants to go for somebody social who has like a big social circle, who has female friends, who has like people that come in and hang out with them. People are like excited and stacked to see him. If you don't have that going for you, and then you're trying to like work on your dating apps, work on this, work on that, you are absolutely out of your fucking mind. Of course, the girl wants to date a popular kid. She wants to date a guy that people like. Become a charismatic individual. Become somebody that's funny, that's witty, that's free-flowing, that's authentic, and that doesn't need anything from anybody else. He's so overflowing with abundance. He can just be himself and he'd be free-flowing. That's what I think people need to be going for more. They need to be learning how to be more charismatic. They don't need to be trying to work on this or that. Like that's what everybody else is working on. Now you're playing in a competition game with those people. Why not instead work on the thing that nobody else is working on that is also equally as valuable? Charisma. There's no competition in that field. You can put yourself out there, you start talking to girls in a club, in a bar, nobody else can talk like you can. And now it's tenfold fucking easier. Every girl's gonna want you. As opposed to the guys in the corner trying to flex and shit like that, trying to be like, yo, I've been working on my biceps for fucking T minus 5 years now. Been taking a lot of creatine. Dude, yeah. So here, when you go out, you're not going out simply to get the girls in that way. Yes, that matters. And I'm not saying at all not to work in your dating apps, not to work in your social circle, not to work on your life purpose. All that shit matters. I'm saying work on this in conjunction with everything else. If you work on your charisma along with your dating apps, along with your social circle and your social media and your dating apps, and you work on your life and your purpose and your body and everything else and your fashion, and you work on charisma, all the shit multiplies times each other. You go on a date with a girl, you're charismatic, you're funny, you're free. She likes you a lot. Now she's going to be more likely to want to actually date you and take you seriously. Now, if you're on your dating apps, you know how to text a girl in a witty, fun way. Maybe like you are hanging out with a girl on a date from a dating app. And again, you are more carefree and it's a lot easier to take her out. Maybe because you go out a lot, now you are more capable of creating more connections. So when you try working your Instagram, you have more people there thinking you're cool, that think you're dope. And then you get a higher quality group of people messaging and commenting below your pictures. In regards to your life, when you're trying to build your purpose, when you're trying to chase your dreams and you're trying to sell somebody on a mission or an idea, it's a lot easier for it just to come free flow out of your mouth. It's a lot easier for you to say it in a charismatic way where you fully believe in what you're saying. This bleeds into everything in life. And it's so surprising that nobody's working on this shit. This is so essential. This is so helpful. And everybody's just kind of turning a blind eye to this shit. Like pickup game is dead, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. You're just making fucking excuses because you don't want to do the hard shit that you honestly need to do to improve with women. Everybody's just looking for excuses not to invest in energy, which is what a human does. You self-lie. You make an emotional decision and you back it up with logic after the fact. You decide it's too scary to go say hi to girls, but you don't want to admit that to yourself that it's too scary because you don't feel like a pussy to yourself. So guess what? Oh, pickup's dead. Oh, it doesn't even help out anymore. It doesn't make any sense for me to go out and approach girls. No, it's because you're a pussy. It's because you're a pussy. It's because you're afraid, you're scared, you're this, you're that. Don't lie to yourself. I've done the same fucking thing so many times. So this isn't even an attack on you if you think this way, but I'll put it this way. I felt the same way in the past, and I know where it's coming from. It's coming from fear. It's coming from fear of rejection, fear of putting yourself out there. And if you're going to start leaning into this, you're going to ruin your fucking dating life. The quality of the women that you go for is going to drop dramatically. Don't do it. It's worth the investment. Now, again, quality plus quantity of effort. Put in the quantity of effort. Put yourself out there 3 times a week. Work on being social. Don't turn into some pickup thing. You're not trying to make yourself into a pickup guy. You're trying to make yourself into a cool, charismatic guy. Don't focus on being the pickup guy. That shit's weird. Focus on being a cool, charismatic, fun, free guy. Focus on being the popular kid. Don't focus on being like the pickup guy. Now, from here, be intelligent with the way you do your effort. Decide tonight, I'm going to work on this. Decide that I'm going to write my field reports. Decide that I'm going to work on inside. Who do I need to be to get the results who do I need to be as a person to get the results that I want? Who's the guy out there in the real world who gets the results I want, and why does he get them and I don't? Cool. How do I close the gap between him and me? How do I turn me into that guy? What beliefs, mindsets does he have that I don't? And what are the mindsets, habits, and beliefs that I have that this guy would never fucking have? Cool. Let's start unwinding all this shit and let's start creating tethers until you and him are the same person. Once you and him are the same person, you're going to get the same fucking results. That's okay. Now, like I said, all right, at this point, I'll probably be answering some questions. I turned off the AC unit in my hotel room over here, so I'm starting to sweat. Yeah, but I'll be answering questions here in a quick second. So, yeah, so I'm going to be filling up one more spot for my 6 months of 1 week training. It's only going for $1,000. After that, I'm raising the prices. I'm going to turn it to a group thing. So if you guys were interested in jumping on, text me up at 702-841-9909. As for coaching, I am doing a New York City Bootcamp. I still have one spot available. It's coming up next weekend. If you want to fill the spot, it is 40%. Is it 40% off? It is 25% off. Sorry, 25% off. It's 3 days We're going to be going out and gaming in New York for about 8 hours a day, which is pretty fucking insane. It's a lot of time to go out there and approach girls. So if you want to jump on that, let me know. I'll be flying out there as of Friday. So Friday this upcoming week. So if you want to jump on, 702-841-9909 NYC. I already have a couple guys who I'm talking to as of Monday and Tuesday for the spot. If you want to jump on before them, just call me up before then. Yeah, just let me know. And now let's go down the line and let's answer some questions. Fucking I decided to wear a fucking jacket right now. All right. You said social circle a guy can get 2 points higher he could normally get. So why men use cold approach? It's called cloud theory. You're acting like you can only have one or the other. You want to merge both. If you have social circle and no cold approach skills, you won't get that. The cold approach part of game makes you charismatic to get those girls. If you don't have the charisma, you're not going to get those girls. You're assuming you can't have your cake and eat it too, which is a dumbass analogy. You can have your cake and eat it too. Yeah. Go on, do cold approach. Don't look for a reason not to invest in yourself and take the energy you need to. But if women are attracted to status, does that not mean if you ever lose your status or chance who's high status? No. So what he's saying is, if you ever lose your status with a girl, will she leave you? She'll find you less attractive for sure, but the investment she invested over time means that so action feeds ego. She now has an ego attached to who you are as a relationship, so now she's more connected. But as a man, you should always work on yourself. There's no reason for you to I've seen it where people will get in relationships and they'll stop working on themselves, and it's so dumb. You stop working on yourselves because you're like, now I don't have to do this anymore. Now I don't have to actually work hard on myself. You should love the grind. You should love the work. You should never want to retire. I hate this thing where it's like, I'm gonna retire, and now that I got a girlfriend, now I'm not gonna work on my body. Now I'm not gonna work on my purpose. You should love chasing your purpose, working on your body, everything else so much that you want to do it till the day you die. You should love pickup so much you want to do it till the day you die. You should love working on your charisma till the day you die. If people are like, I want to figure this out, and it's so painful and hard to do, and I want to do it to it's only painful and hard at first. Eventually start loving it so much. I love going out and doing cold approach. I love working on my purpose. I like working. I like hitting the gym. I like doing all these fucking crazy hard things that other people say are difficult. It's only hard at first, but once you get through it, once you get through the grind and you start loving it, then it's like, why would I ever quit doing this? Why would I ever stop? Thanks, Torsha. Can you do a tier list ranking video of the popular POA books? I could do that. I probably wouldn't mind. I need to go read up on those books though, because I've not read a lot of them in a long time. Waffles told me I don't have the right bone structure. I'm done. I know you're joking, but yeah. But if you're not, focus on what you can control, not what you can't. I've seen guys of all different shapes and sizes get whatever results you think you can't get in spades. There's so many different examples of guys. I'm not. The excuse they always say is the exception is not indicative of the rule. But the thing is to get the girls that you're thinking about getting and the ones that you watch the channel to get, you have to become the exception to the rule to get those girls. And that means you have to work for it. That means you have to work hard. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. And that kind of negates the whole idea of you getting a higher quality girl than other guys. If you want to get cute girls, that's pretty easy. If you want to get somewhat cool girls, that's cool. If you want to get girls that you somewhat like, that's fine. But if you want girls that you truly like, you have to put in an unreal amount of effort. This isn't supposed to be something easy. You have to be getting coaching. You have to be getting out there consistently. You have to be thinking critically, and you have to be putting in an unreal amount of effort. You're competing against a bunch of other men, and you're trying to get the top 1% of girls. That means that you have to put in an unreal amount of effort to get that. You have to put in top 1% type of either with the quality of effort or the quantity of effort. Put in the amount of effort to get that top 1% type of girl. So you're competing against a lot of fucking other guys, and guys were very competitive. So you got to be both intelligent with the way you do it, and also you got to put in the work, and also get the coaching, because that's also the intelligence of effort as well. I'm just so scared of girls, IDKY, because you invested in the majority of your life in not talking to them. The same way guys now are investing their entire lives into hiding behind computers and not being social. So now, because you don't really identify with somebody that is going out there to talk to girls, now it's harder for you. It's a lot tougher. If you want to start getting better with girls, unfortunately, you just have to like bite the bullet and start approaching them. Like I said, if you want, dude, you can get coaching and coaching. Like in the, I can, I'll give you all the right mindsets and beliefs. I have so many videos on this too. Look them up. Anything on approach anxiety, I have made so many videos on this. The newer videos, honestly, are more up to date. I started this off being deathly afraid of talking to people in general, not even just girls, but guys and people. I would shake. I actually would get nervous talking to my own mom. That's how bad I was. Girls can kill you with one scream. Focus on what you can control, not what you can't. How often do guys of all levels, including advanced, get rejected? And again, focus on what you can control, not what you can't. What is it? What does it matter about getting rejected? You're focusing on the negative, not the positive. Not very often, to be fair, man. But it does happen. But if right, so I think I went out probably about 5 times this week, and I think I got rejected twice, and I approached a lot. Then again, I took a lot of the girls home pretty quick too. I only approached like maybe 3 girls, 5 girls a night. But dude, you should not be focusing on that. It's so dumb. Like platinum, it's so dumb for you to focus on that. If you've approached 10 girls, 9 of those girls rejected you, and the 10th girl was a Victoria's Secret model, would it matter that the other 9 were like whatever and said some shit to you? Dude, focus on what you can control, not what you can't. You're focusing on like the negative, not focusing on the positive of going out there and getting a hot girl. People with success focus on that which makes them better, that which like gets them success. What does it matter that if you like made it like 9 investments? Let's say like you made 10 investments, okay, in 10 different stocks, and then one of them blew up like Bitcoin did. Does it matter that you lost the other 9 if the 10th one made you $1 billion? No. So like, what does it matter? And even then, it's not even an investment. You're not even losing anything by even saying hi to a girl. The only thing is you're trying to preserve your ego, trying to make yourself feel better. Fuck your ego, dude. Fuck that shit. The thing that makes people good at this is that they focus on what they can control, not what they can't. People are getting so negative in the pickup community now. Yeah, everybody's like wants to be so fucking negative, dude. Like, look, I know a lot of pickup guys are like starting to turn all negative, and I know that I'm a part of like some of those guys that are negative. Don't get negative. Fuck that shit, dude. Like, focus on the positive. Try to be positive, upbeat. Girls don't like negative guys that focus on negative shit. That's loser shit. You're not a loser. I saw it happen once. Okay. It's a hook. Hide. It is weird to learn at 30, like awkward approaches in the mall daytime. I feel weird. Dude, I'm 30. It's only weird if you think it's weird, and most people don't even think anything of it. Like you're overthinking it. Focus on what you can control, not what you can't. Y'all used to be scary. Now y'all weak. Yeah, true. Again, it's less competition though. Why do you still identify as pickup artist? RSD Max said PUA doesn't have a future. Adam Lines rebranding. Watch the video, man. I explain it. But you don't want to identify as pickup. You want to identify as becoming a cooler, more social individual. Don't focus on what you can control. Like, I mean, yeah, I just made an entire video why. Just now, the video you're watching. Island pickup new series. Bill, he lives on the edge, lol. You can insert yourself in her social circle too. Yeah, true. That's actually a really good strategy when you go out in game, befriending the friends. A lot of guys, when they go out, they try to ignore the friends and pretend like they don't exist. That just makes you look autistic. You want to become friends with her friends, and if you become a part of her social circle, her friends will actually even push you to go home with you, which I've had happen a lot in the past. If you're a cool, free-flowing guy who is just fun and social, and also is treating your friends like people and humans, the girls are gonna like you a lot. If you're fun and her friend likes you, and like you're not giving off any weird, creepy vibes, and you're just very free-flowing, dope. There's so many strategies in cold approach that can work. Like I can think of like 3 dozen on the top of my head different styles of game that you can use in a cold approach situation that could work out of the top of my head. One of them is social circle game, like creating what I call a popular guy game, going out and making everybody in the club your best friend, talking to girls, guys, talking to couples, and not just talking to the girls, and like going out there with this weird vision of like trying to manipulate everybody to like you. You know, it's like you're not doing that. You love people so much, and you love the fun social interaction. So anybody that ever does a boot camp with me, which some of you guys are watching this video right now, leave a comment in the section below of like how happy and excited I am to talk to people when I go to a club. Like anybody that's ever been on boot camp with me, put in the comment section below, how excited am I to go out and do pickup? How excited am I to go like start conversations? Is it like a manipulative thing, or is it because I like people so much that I just am drawn to go make friends? If you're seeing that, then that's you guys are being too calculating with other people. You're not looking at people as people. You're looking at them like objects or Rubik's cubes to be figured out, and that's why the shit's so weird for you guys. You guys like pick up is this, pick up is that, dude. Be a fucking human, whipping in like a robot. You want to know why girls don't like you? It's because you're a robot. You're treating them like a caricature of a person, like a non-entity. You're treating them like a Rubik's cube to be figured out, as opposed to a human. So guess what they do to you? They treat you in the exact same way you're treating them. So they're like, fuck off. But of course they treat you that way because you're not treating them like a person. So they don't care. They don't see you as a person either. So they can treat you in any negative way that you can envision because you're not a person. You're not treating them like a person. So like, get away from you, creepy weirdo, because you're not actually trying to be a human with them. You're trying to be like manipulative. They don't know why what you're doing is so weird and creepy, but they can feel it. It's because you are trying to talk to them like an object instead of talking to them like a person. Bicep game. Thank you, bro. Honestly, I need to lose some pounds by this point. I don't know. Maybe it makes me more attainable. Can you upload a long video where you show Infield of your unattractive students, show why they get better and eventually get success? No, because then that's kind of just like putting people on point, which is why I don't do that. I have a lot of friends that are not attracted to do really good with girls, but here's the thing. Get this. Those people are people. They're human beings. And if I make a video about them being unattractive and I make a video about them being attractive and also go with girls, they're going to get their feelings hurt. That's why I don't do that shit, man. Like everybody's always telling me to do that shit. And like, that's just like, the reason I don't do it is because it's just, that's just mean. It's just like, they're my friends. A lot of these guys are super dope people and they're my friends. And like, a lot of them don't even know that they're ugly. A lot of them actually think they're really attractive because girls are not giving them any other, viewpoint that they're not. And I'm not going to be the person over here being like, they're all lying. They're self-lying, but it's because you have really good game. No, dude, that's super douchey. Waiting for the asteroid. All right, here I lost my spot. The thing just like bounced down. You guys put a lot of comments in here. All right, one sec. Why do you advocate going to bars, clubs? Adam Lyons said high quality women. Because Adam Lyons is out of date, bro. There's more people you can approach in a club or a bar scene, and I crush in a bar or club scene. People again self-lie. Even the best, I self-lie on occasion. Even the best in this shit self-lie. And I self-lie on occasion. Like I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about, but pretty sure there's gonna be some young buck one day who comes in this shit even better than me, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, Denton was like fucking like self-lying about this shit," and I'll be like, "Huh, okay, actually he has a point." Yeah, dude. Adam Lyons hasn't been out here. Adam Lyons has stopped going on gaming a long time ago. He's a hella fucking he's one of the best in this shit, like in terms of like the change he's made in so many men's lives and coaches' lives. But you know, he hasn't been out here in a long time. Bars and clubs are the best place for you to practice. Like it's just if you can find a place like a bar or club where there's just a lot of people, like a lot of hot girls, go there too. If it's a Whole Foods, is this or that. It's just like for me, bars and clubs. I'm nocturnal. I have a lot of clients in Europe, and yeah, I live in Vegas. Living in Vegas, a lot of the times I have to be out late at night till 2 a.m. to work with clients. And I practice. I put myself out there. I'm not just somebody that like talks about the shit. I actually go out a lot. And so that means that I have to like find somewhere and I want to make the most of my time when I'm out. So because I want to make the most of my time, I can't be going to a place where I only see one hot girl every like 20 minutes. I have to go somewhere where I can be like, you, you, you. And like, it's a lot easier for me to get a lot of practice in a short period of time, keep myself very social and free. There's actually a book called, I think it's Mastery by George Leonard. It says that one of the key defining features of somebody that reaches mastery in a very short period of time, he has these things called hotbeds. In hotbeds, what they do is they create a scenario where you can really quickly practice your craft in a very short period of time, where you can compress it, where you compress like a lot of different factors. So if you only shoot a basketball every 20 minutes, as opposed to like pass, shoot, the machine shoots you ball, shoot, you learn so much faster. So I want to go somewhere where I can learn fast, not like take for fucking forever to get better at this. And I want to become really good at this. I want to become very social, very charismatic. And also too, it makes me a better coach. Um, how do you know you have advanced? How do you know you have advanced level game? If you game in Vegas, I game everywhere, man. Dude, I've traveled to different cities, but then again, like even having the idea that there is such a thing as advanced game is also kind of like dehumanizing the whole thing. I get it, like it's kind of fun because we're all nerds, but you don't want to look at this as like advanced mediocre. Like that's just a fun title to put onto a video, but just be you. Like I mean, just be you and think to yourself, what would a cool guy do? What would a popular guy do? What would a guy that had all like there's guys out there, there's celebrities, there's these like crazy guys, these guys out there with insane results with women. How do they move and speak differently than you? Do what they're doing. Like it's relevant if you have advanced game or not. I mean, like, am I good at this? Yeah. I game it every dude. I've been in a different city for the past 7 months. For the past 7 months, I've been in a new city, and I crushed in every fucking one of those cities, all those cities. Like I crushed it. My last boot camp in New York. Yeah, I was running a boot camp the entire time with 5 guys, and then I only had like an hour left at the end of each night. I pulled twice to the nights, and the last night it was too slow by the time I finished up. But yeah, I pulled twice, which is cool. But it's also crass to even say that. I shouldn't even be saying that because it's like kind of gross for me to say that shit. But yeah, I don't know. Like pickup guys, like if that's the shit that makes girls not like you is talking about shit like that. It's like it's creepy, weird. And like if you're talking about girls like their numbers, then it's like you're not humanizing them, and you're not good with girls if you're not treating them like people. That's just it's gross. I learned a magic trick when I can make women disappear. If looks don't matter, can you try posting infield of yourself picking up women? Dude, I have an infield of me picking up girls when I'm fat. Look it up. I have a video of me when I had a pot belly picking up girls. Look it up. See, I need to stop going on these like weird guys, on these negative guys YouTube channels, because then I draw a lot of weird like negative guys to my channel, which isn't bad. Eventually, you guys are going to evolve and grow, and that's going to be great to see you guys go through those changes. But when you guys are just like nothing but negativity, dude, there's a reason why you guys are not getting good at this shit yet. It's because that negative energy. You work on your positivity, man. Honestly, it's honestly all that shit's irrelevant, dude. Focus on what you can control, and even if looks matter, but I'll put it this way: they don't matter if you don't think they don't matter. If you have a lot of charisma, if you have like all this other shit going for you, girls will think that you're attractive no matter what. So if you think that looks matter, guess what? Now they do matter. And yes, I have an infield of me picking up girls when I was overweight, and I did really fucking good. So go look at it. It's watch me pick up girls when I'm fat. Your beliefs proven wrong. Yeah, I have a huge pot belly in the video. Yeah, Todd does have a video of him picking up girls in nerd outfits. That was pretty good. I like that video. There's a girl in my town. I don't travel to London right now. It's too much effort. And not to mention, I don't think I could fill out a boot camp. I'm a lot more popular in the States than I'm in Europe currently. Maybe when I get a lot bigger, I will in like a couple years. My channel's been growing really fast lately, but yeah. Best cities for pickup: New York, Miami, Las Vegas. LA's pretty good, but it's kind of iffy. Let's see what else is pretty good. Austin's really good, but Austin's only good 3 days out of the week. That's why I like Vegas, because you can go out and talk to people whenever you want. If I ever finish up on work early, I just go straight out and start socializing. What do you say you have naturalized game if you need to keep practicing or lose your touch? Isn't that a sign you just develop pickup persona? Integrate? No. It's because there's always something you can work on. So again, this comes back to like dude, I get better all the fucking time at this shit. And it's my love. I love being social and charismatic. And I'm always getting better at it. I've never stopped improving. There's an infinite amount of different things you can work on with your charisma. But yeah, action feeds ego. And I've been, the majority of my life, I was an extremely shy kid. I've only been outgoing now for about 12 years. Not even that. I would say like 8 years. So I'm 30. 8 years of those 30, I've been like a very outgoing guy who's been considered good with girls. So I have the majority of my life where I was not good with girls and where I had no friends. So it's my ego is like it's still fighting it a touch at times, but it's me going out, like, I don't know. If I stopped right now, I'd still be good with girls, but I wouldn't, like, people still like me, but I would not be nearly as charismatic as when I'm on point and going out all the time. Action feeds ego, ego feeds action. If I stay inside and hug my knees all day and I make an excuse for not going and talking to people, it's the action feeds the ego. I'm now must be a person that likes hugging my knees and crying into a pillow and masturbating to like fucking Katy Perry. Now I become a fucking loser. If you're somebody that goes online and talks shit all day, is negative, then action feeds ego. You're probably a negative shit talker who's not good with girls. So you got to like really like you got to focus on where you're gonna put your energy and your time. And if you're gonna look for excuses for not taking action, you're gonna look for all the reasons to become that person and become a negative person. Yeah, I got a video coming out tomorrow too, or 2 days. It's probably gonna be tomorrow if I have enough time. I got boot camp tonight. A video of me making out 2 girls and then me taking a girl home. I did it all in about maybe an hour and a half, so that was pretty cool. I'll post that up sometime, hopefully tomorrow if I got the time after this video. How to make girls feel protected and safe if you're a small guy. Having confidence, eye contact, stillness. You'd be surprised at how much stillness and confidence and belief that you're not allowed to be fucked with helps. Sometimes when somebody messes with you, you don't give them eye contact, they'll start fighting for your attention. Use social skills. Use social skills and like eye contact and stillness. And you make people feel very confident and comfortable doing that. Or you can also even create like alliances with big guys. Dude, I have a group of like bouncers that love the fuck out of me. I got this one of my best friends in Sacramento. He's a 325-pound just bodybuilder, and he's a mean motherfucker, but he loves me. He's like, "Hello, little Levi. Hello, little Denton." He picks me up and like, he's but if anybody ever fucked with me, they'd be dead. So I gotta really watch out this guy because he likes me a little bit too much. So I gotta like, if somebody starts fucking with me while I'm in a club, I gotta look for him, find him before he finds them, and I gotta chill him out. Yeah, it's like being a leader of men in a way. If you're like in a tribe and you're like the smallest guy in the tribe, but all your guys are like just badasses and just killers, but you're the leader, you gotta like put all your men like be like, yo, everybody chill. Or like if somebody starts fucking with you, you'd be like, hey, can you guys deal with this shit really fast? Thank you, man. That's cool, thank you. Just being very calm and comfortable in your own skin. RC Tyler said he can pick up girls without talking. Well, yeah, they have videos of doing that. No, that's not. The self is always coming through. So what he's saying is pretending to be a chode and still work. So no, pretending to be a chode, the self is always coming through. So like, even though they're acting like a chode, the self is always coming through. So if you're confident and fun and free and you're still saying all the shit, you can say fucking anything and make it work. Hey man, big fan of the channel. I want to start approaching and was wondering, in your opinion, the best place to approach are clubs, bars, malls, colleges, Whole Foods. Look for anywhere where there's attractive girls and where you can have somewhat of level of anonymity. If you're not in a big city, move to a big city. I don't want a 9 or a 10. I want my 8. Oh, well, yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, then put enough effort to get your 8. Rest in peace. Why? Shit, it's just skipped again. Wow, you guys really left a lot of comments this time. You guys are really lit up. Then again, it's been a while since I've been posting up videos. I've been really busy. Why do I have risk rejection when I could memorize the 52 signs to try to go interact with every girl and only? I don't know what that is, honestly. That just sounds like a lot of extra shit you don't need. How do you know if you're a cool guy or just believe it? Yeah, it's like a self-belief. It's like you are worthy of something. So you believe that you are. So I call it narrative. You believe like, so, and everybody's thing in life. So you have a certain a level of money that if you drop below, you get really tense and really scared, and you start saving until you get back to your level. Now, if you make too much money, what happens? You start blowing it all until you get back into your little area. So it's the same thing with women, with friends, with life. And at a certain point, you get so used to like losing friends, winning friends over, losing girls, getting new girls that may be even more attractive and cooler than the last girls you hung out with. And over a period of time of like this ebb and flow of losing and winning, eventually what happens is you just believe that you're just worthy of those people. And then once you become you're just worthy of friends, worthy of this, worthy of that, that's technically cool. You start acting a lot differently. you start believing in yourself and believing you have more boundaries. You have more of a feeling of I deserve this shit, and that's what matters. It's like, yeah, you kind of in some way give yourself the validation, but it's really hard to prove to yourself. You can tell yourself left and right that you are worthy of of being like a person that's worthy of, like, you know, being the popular kid or whatever. But yeah, it's like being a very positive person, upbeat, not negative, and taking leechy energy, feeling like you're of value, feeling like you deserve things. It's a mixture of so much different shit. It's pretty much just game. Like all my videos talk about this. How do you know game works on all girls rather than just certain types of girls? I'm not even gonna, dude. I'm not even answering more questions, dude. Like, yeah. How do you give a good vibe? I notice a word of difference on the approach. What I did was I used to practice my approach in the mirror. So every time, so I wrote it in my car where I took a felt tip pen and I wrote practice approach, and I would try practice being positive, upbeat, and being excited to say hi to a girl. I'd be like, hey, how's it going? Hey, what's your name? Hey, and I just practice it over and over, and just kind of like method acting, and eventually get, you know, you get. There's a lot of exercises I also teach in my coaching, on like my coaching calls and stuff like that, and on boot camps. But yeah, there's a lot of exercises you can do in regards to this to help out. Big thing is like you just need like you need to train your brain. You need to train your brain to like love approaching and love saying hi to girls. Wait, they're not objects. With ever had a situation where you approached the same girl twice? My friends just started off, so he's new. His calibration was off, and just upset for him saying a small hi. He gets nervous. He's the only reason it didn't work is because he's nervous and feeling disingenuous. So she felt a little bit. She probably honestly was a bit of an asshole too. But yeah, you can approach the same girl twice. I do it all the time, but you got to leave her on a good note. That's big. If you like, fuck off, bitch, blah. Of course, when you approach the second time around, it's not going to go so hot. You can always approach the same girl twice. How do you escalate to sex after to pull to your place? You 2 steps forward, 1 step back. So you escalate. So you take 2 steps forward, and if you sense the girl's feeling uncomfortable, you take a step back. So you sometimes you can even take the pressure off. And a big part of it too is like you're not gonna be able to do this yet if you're asking that question. But down the line, sex should be like almost like a handshake. Should be very normal and easy. And also too, the less you need sex, the more likely you are to get sex. So if you need sex and you're like, I need the sex, like the girl's gonna be like, wait, why do you want this so bad? She's gonna start resisting you. But if you're like whatever about it and just really free flowing, then the girls are gonna start more being easygoing with you. How you pull to your place when bar is over and they're tired? Well, you should be pulling before they get tired. You should pull before they get tired. You should pull before they like if that's just like a mistake on your part. If they get tired, you pretty much you lost. You should have pulled before they got tired. Like a girl needs to feel like she had her night. So if a girl goes to a club, she needs to feel like she had her fun time, her adventure, her story, and then you're the exclamation point to the end of her sentence. But at the same time too, it's a timing thing. And if you're really fucking cool, like if you're nigh on nails, if you're so charismatic, if she feels like she's so lucky to talk to you, she won't be tired. She'll want to hang out with you. At the very least, she'll want to grab your phone number, and the phone number will be a lot more solid than it would be otherwise. The more that you learn how to become that charismatic guy, the better off you are. I have the problem that being steelness. So I'm guessing you mean like being like resolute contradicts that I'm fun and laughing all the time. Just it's an ebb and flow. So if you feel like you're overly laughing, laugh less. If you feel like you're not laughing and expressing yourself enough, then work towards being more like steely. It's an ebb and flow. If you feel like you're missing on one, swing the pendulum the other way. And by swinging the pendulum the other way, you'll find your middle ground. You'll find your sweet spot. Would love if you came to Argentina anytime soon. Oh, sorry, man, dude. I couldn't get enough people in Argentina yet. Yeah, I'm flying to Brazil at some point, but that's not for a pickup. That's more just for me and my friends because I've never been down there in South America in that area. So I want to try it out. When attacking sticking points, how long should you go for? It depends. A week to a month, maybe 2 months. It depends on what the sticking point is. Every sticking point's different. There's different like qualities of like difficulty in every like sticking point. How do you keep a conversation going if you run out of things to say? Usually I don't. I usually walk away and I just go talk to somebody else. But there's a certain method that I follow. Ask a getting to know you question. You can do it in the form of mini cold read. So instead of ask a question, you mini cold read it, and then from there, what you do is you improv off of whatever she gives you. You improv off it, and you can like intertwine all kinds of different like game tactics into it if you want to. I do all the time, and then from there, once you run out of things to say and once you're done improving, then ask another getting to know you question, either by directly asking it or doing a mini cold read, and then build off it from there. So that's really simple. Like if you start running out of things to say, that's it. But it's also a mindset thing. You feel like you're lower value than the girl, and now because you feel like you're lower value than the girl, you need something from her. Now you run out of things to say. Like how hard is it to? Do you ever run out of things to say with your best friend or your mother or your brother or your sister? No, because you're like you don't feel like you need anything from them. But the second you feel like you need something from somebody, like you feel like they're higher value than you, now all of a sudden you start running out of things to say. So it's a mindset thing, man. How do you keep a conversation going if you run out of things to say? How to qualify a girl the way it sounds authentic to me? Just do it like action feeds ego. Just start doing it. Just make it like a hard list of things that you want in a girl and then find ways of asking. All right, I'm gonna have to like honestly get out of here. I got a boot camp in about 2 hours now. So I need to start getting ready for it. I'm sweating like a motherfucker. So I need to turn back on the AC and start preparing. But yeah, here's the thing, guys. I am doing, so I have a New York boot camp coming up. It's 25% off. It's this next weekend. I do have a couple guys that we're going to be signing up for it Monday and Tuesday. They want to do a call about it. But if you want to jump the gun and get on it before they do, just send me a text NYC to 702-841-9909. Or I am also taking on one last guy for my 6 month long, 6 month long online coaching calls. So it's one call a week, one-on-one for 6 months straight. It's only $1,000. After that, I'm raising the price and I'm making it into a group thing. But if you want to be the last person to jump on this, I have one spot left and one spot available, and I'm not taking on anybody else after this. Then the prices are going up, and then I'm also making it into a group thing. So if you're interested, text me up at my number, 702-841-9909. It's already so incredibly cheap, man. 6 months of coaching for $1,000. That's insane. My regular calls are for 2 months for $500. So it's an unreal price. If you guys want to jump on at that, you just let me know. You just text me up, 702-841-9909. Go straight to this phone right here. I'll text you back. Yeah, we'll set up a call and we'll get it all set up. All right. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. If you guys have any questions too, let me know. Peace.